raid of TOA today, and we're going to be running the whole thing with no edits and a little bit of commentary to explain how I do things. We're going to be doing a 310 on these invocations. Using Sanity to cancel out using Walk the Path, and I just add in Path Seeker. Everything level 1 really makes no difference at all. Now I use softcore run, mainly because anything can happen, DC, lag, or you just simply make a mistake. I don't really want to keep paying 250k per death. That's for irons, non-iron is 500k. So we keep all of Zebak on, Feeling Special, Mind the Gap, all easy stuff for me, not necessarily easy for you guys. Ancient Haste is always off on a solo, and Insanity to me is very easy. So start by eating my angler and get into it. So you're probably wondering why I'm doing it this way and potting on the inside. I like to preserve my chaos salt and get my own brews and restores in here to save myself using my own supplies. So true tile in this room really helps, so you know when to click. It's a very simple way of doing it. You click that tile, you instantly click that, use the watering can on it, or watering container. Second that fills up, run back, use a watering container on it, no damage taken, and done very fast. Straight into Zebak, we pot, and I double BGS. Probably doesn't need more than what I just spec'd it with now, but I have no reason to use my spec or anything else, so I double. Now, I recommend always standing on the south side. I don't really know why. Just standing on the other side is absolute dog shit. Maybe the angle of the camera, the way the poison lands on the ground. Just every time I've stood on this side, it's much easier than standing on the other side. So. Better hits would be nice, but I'm only using the Bofa. Now for the fun bit. Well, they've just gone walking all the way down there. That's fantastic for me. Might skip the next wave. Yeah, we skipped it. if you feel confident, you can spec it with your spec weapon if you want, but completely up to you. You just got to be careful not to get stomped on. Like that. Gonna need to drink another prep. All that for one more hit. Next up, I like to do Kephri. That's what I use my stamina pot for. Always try and avoid the obelisks if you can. So basically start on the opposite side of what it's on. And crawl through the gap. Oops. Roll, let me jump back over to the other side. I'd like to sip my stam now. Sip a combat. And get into it. I generally just do the southwest in a 310. There is no need to do anything else. Now when the ranger appears, I like to double spec the ranger before I get into the swarms. It's just my way of doing it. If you're lucky enough, you can double spec it, which unfortunately I haven't double spec'd it this time. Double spec only allows you to miss the first swarm, which isn't too bad. And then it's just basically about making your way around and getting the rest of them. Make your way back around to the first bit of dung, in case you get hit again with it, which I'm about to by the looks of it. Oh, I've skipped it. Pray melee, sorry. I like to hit the melee once before I run around to the major. Don't worry too much about the swarms in the second phase. The major is the most important part. And until that's dead, don't focus on anything else. Kill the melee. If you want, you can get it low and it will heal much less. So obviously the higher HP for the melee, the more it heals on Kephri. I just kill it so I can start praying range again. if you need some HP, just use the Keris on these. It's 5 prayer points for 12 HP. Slowly but surely finish off Kephri, and we'll move on to Akkha. Always taking Chaos, because it's very easy to preserve one soul. If for some reason after Akkha you need to use, you know, Bruise or anything and you drain yourself, that's the whole reason for the super combat. Baba is only done with melee, unless you choose to do another attack style. Perfect. Shouldn't have got that out. Now there is a little trick to this room, which a lot of you probably do know, some might not, so we'll go over it. So this orb that you can see here, second that turns green, sorry, before we get to that bit, you want to be standing one tile, so this is where you'd stand a mine, you want to be standing one tile back from it. So we push, one tile back, and the second it turns green, we click. You're now tick perfect with mining, and if you have a dragon pickaxe and 85 mining, you will get it first go every time. So we're going to move on to Akkha. I mean, I can butterfly. I don't see the point with the trident because the damage just isn't there. I can go over it a little bit here, but I'm not going to go into depth about it because, one, I'm not a professional at it, and two, I don't have a staff yet, so I haven't bothered to learn. Start on either the north or the south side. Wait for it to get to you. Make one step. Wait for your true tile to be on. Always click the tile closest to you. The reason there's 2 tiles there is in case you're going the other way. So nice and easy. But now I'm going to melee this because, like I said, my damage is very slow with the trident. Once I get the staff, I'll make a perfect butterflying video, but until then, I'm not going to bother. I get through this much quicker while he's on mage or range phase. So what I will try and show in this video is how to memory skip. Basically when memory skipping you want to walk, so on my cursor, one up, one across, one up, one across, one up, one across, and continue in that motion. Again, I'm no pro at it, so we'll see how we go in this video and go from there. Always keep your HP high in case of mistakes. I can actually, in this, we'll get it low and I'm going to show you how to skip the tiles. Oh, hang on, okay, so we'll start down here. So, I've missed the first tile, but that's how you memory skip. You want to start in the motion the second that the last memory comes up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to skip these tiles now. So the second you see the motion of him move, just click down. Okay, that was a fail. That was bad. I probably shouldn't be doing this. Should be making that for another video on a more basic guide. Gotta finish killing that. What am I doing? Try the memory skip one more time. As you can see, I'm not very good at it, and there's really no need to even be doing it. Like, the memory is very easy to know how to do, so just in case you get yourself into trouble, I suppose. But it's definitely just taken a chunk of my supplies doing stupid shit in this video. So we'll just do the normal memory this time. Because as you can see, it's actually much more simple to do it that way. I don't know why people even need to skip. I suppose it's, you know, when you're doing a 500 and you get level 4 Akkha and you gotta do 6 memories, it can be pretty annoying to remember. So I suppose that can help a lot in that aspect, but it just depends on your own memory, I suppose. Get through Akkha and move on. I like to keep my HP high for the final bit. I'm not gonna risk dying. As most of you know, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Sometimes I really fucking hate stay vigilant. And I hate hitting zeros. I like to switch back to a certain gear and then back into the next one to avoid stuffing my invent up. And yeah, as you can see, that's why I don't butterfly with a trident, because it's absolutely fucking dog shit. Fuck is this? Shit. One more spec. I mean, I think we can all agree that this room is our absolute favourite. Not sure what Jagex was thinking when they made this room, but it's fucking dog shit. Same shit every time. 2 melee is up next, ranger major up, you know, same. And we'll get 2 melees and a shaman. I mean, it's come up on my side here, but I don't even know why that's open. Get 2 rangers now. After this we'll get 2 mages. Go back to 2 rangers, but they'll have higher HP. Last 2 had 8, these next ones will have, I think, 16 or 14. 17. Changes every raid. Depending on the invocations, it depends on the HP of these. Back to 2 mages. Don't worry about these thralls. Generally, if you're using a blood barrage, of course, you just keep them for HP heals. Now, focus shamans, freeze the cursed baboons if you need to. Second last wave. And you're hearing all the noises and shit at the moment with the game. Some people don't like to play with sounds on. Some people do. I never used to for probably the first 10 years of playing, but I cannot play without sounds now. Something just doesn't feel right. So we will be red Xing Bubba. I've been over it in previous videos of how to do it correctly, my way. Probably other people's way too, but each to their own. So as you can see, I'm still haven't had to overbrew on my salt yet, but it has started to drop, so we'll hit the preserve. In runoff, first tile. Once he hits, walk to the next. Over to attack once, walk to the first tile again, and then repeat. Second the black shit comes up, you have about a tick after that time, and then you're good. Easy as pie. Probably one of the easiest things to learn, and one of the best things to learn in this raid. As Bubba increases in his level, he becomes very, very fucking hard. Or he's literally the easiest. People who do Zebak last are absolutely cooked. So easy to make a mistake there, especially when the blood is spitting at you at the same time as you're getting range dropped on your head. You know, you got one tile to walk through the waves and shit. It's dog shit. Bubba is definitely best first. Take prayers off, put your run on. Just take your time. If you don't feel like you can get through on the first or second one, don't. As you get through this one, like to drop a red tier, red click. So attack once, wait for him to turn to you, then go under 3 times, and then back out. And then it's 2 tiles in. So There's another little trick here. If you're standing on the tile that I'm on right now and you have Mind the Gap on, you cannot get pushed down the hole. You can only get pushed back as further as the last, like right on top of the gap, but you cannot be pushed down the hole. So I'll show you right now. 33% he procs. Right, okay, so I'll just stand here. See, all good. Back to the start, take your run back off, attack, wait for him to face you, 3 under, and then 2. There we have the perfect red X. Take that back. Life next. You know, 1 ambrosia, 2 ambrosia doesn't bother me. I probably won't even use it anyways. I like to take out my ambrosia either way. I always put it down the bottom here. Keep these 2 at the top. And that's how I set my inventory out. Now I've changed the way this works. I've got it on resupply, so it's just a left click and everything gets resupplied. Start off. I'll double spec because I don't care. It's going to be a 3 down regardless. I tank pretty much most of the time until yellow comes out. Taking 1 sip of a brew at a time. And then I resupply. Yellow will be out any second now when we switch to rigor. 2 hits. Sip some brews. Hit some zeros. You know how it works. I really want to avoid this next damage if we can. I'm not going to because my hits suck. This tile, you're about to see why I use this tile. I don't see very many people using it at all. There are some who understand it, but you're about to see why. People have their own tiles and their own methods, but this tile is the best. For now, once it gets to here, all you do is click 1 space back. Back on that tile. And then back again. So 6 hits for the first one. 3. 5, and then for the 6 BGS. Now you need to be using a Keris, a whip, rapier, even a void waker. You cannot use your fang there because it's too slow and you won't get the right amount of hits in. So we'll DDS again on the next bit. You're about to see again why this tile is perfect. This cannot hit me with the tile I'm standing on now. Once it comes up, you simply walk down 1. wait for them to disappear, and then back up one. Fucked up one of my hits. Don't have my defender on. Yeah, I completely fucked that up. Oh, we'll still get a 2 down. Oh, 3 down. More times Warden, I think the most times you can do it is 4 before you stop getting more points for it. Anytime you go over like 4 times, you won't get any more points for killing him. My fuck up on number 2, I've had to use my DDS specs, which I really didn't want to do, but it is what it is. So for Insanity, Warden's HP, he procs at each 20 marks, so 80, 60, 40 and 20. To know where to start off again is basically the tile that you click on. So if I click here and he doesn't throw his special up, that's the tile that you will start on again. We really need to get a BGS down. So, put our BGS on, tick perfect, start back on the right. I mean, you can do the skull skip method that I made a guide for, totally up to you. It takes a little bit longer, but you do get more points. Mainly because when the skulls hit him, he loses 80 to 100 HP. But when you skull skip, that doesn't happen, so you get to take down that HP. So we're on 61%. So we're left this time. Now. You can turn these percentages on in a plugin, so that's middle, left to right, left to right. helpful trick is if you actually watch what he's doing with his arms, that will tell you what side he's going to lift up. So you'll know. So if you stand at the back of the room, you have plenty of time to figure out what tile. You know, if he goes to the left, you stand on the right. If he slams down, you go middle. It's easy to forget which one he was on, so that's middle this time. For the final bit, using the bowfire, take one click, one tile, then the next. So 1, 2, attack. 1, 2, attack. Do it in a faster motion if you please. Make sure you're focusing on what's underneath you on the ground. Salts out, I can't use anything else, but it's pretty much just skip. Oh, it's not. I'm actually fucking up quite a bit here, which is unusual. Yeah, this is not normal for me. That was not good. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually pathetic. But I didn't die, that's the main thing. So, because I actually haven't skull skipped, I'm only on 4.5%, so skull skipping actually does give you a fair bit more. Never lucky as usual, unless we get the pet, but other than that, that's pretty much how I do my raids, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment. Cheers.